So this is repairs on the $300 Chevy S10, which I got. So I've already changed the oil out, which is what this giant mess is. I will clean that up in a minute. So that was the first part, was changing the oil and the oil filter. Next, we're going to be changing the front brakes and wheel bearings. Let's get this off the ramp once I've cleaned up, and then we'll change out that front brake. It's a new day. Like I said, I've already taken the oil out. Got to crack these brakes off of here now. It's not an easy job because these are on real tight, and I just got a little wrench to try to get them off. So definitely gonna have a hard time, but let's see if we can get these off of here. Right, I got it cracked loose. I just used 2 wrenches. You know, the little old leverage trick where you stick that one in there and you get more leverage. But I think, as you guys can see, cracked it loose. Let's go ahead and get this off of here. You can see I've got the top off. Now we're just going to take the bottom one off, which is right there, and then the whole caliper should come out. All right, so as you can see, I've cracked the bottom one loose now. So let's get this whole caliper off of here. We got the caliper off, resting it up here to make sure that we don't put any stress on the brake line. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this rotor off of here. And this rotor doesn't look to be in too bad condition. It's got a little surface rust, but overall it feels pretty smooth. However, I did buy a new rotor, so we're just going to throw that on here. Well, I got some bad news. I ordered the brakes off eBay from Detroit Axle, and they arrived, and I immediately knew something was wrong because I ordered just front brakes and they sent me front and rear brakes, but I thought maybe they were being nice. However, this is the brakes that came, the front brakes. This is my old front brake. This front brake is significantly smaller than this front brake, and the holes for the bolts that stick through, I don't know what you call them. I'll just call them the lug nut thingies. They're in the wrong spot, so this won't even fit on the wheel. So it's too big and it won't fit on the wheel. So, got to go return this, get the right brakes. That'll probably take another week to arrive, further delaying this project. Okay, so I got the right brake pads. It's a little dark, but I'm gonna put them on. Okay, so that piston should be compressed good enough. Okay, so got the caliper back on. I've got the right amount of friction on the brake pads. So just gonna spray it down with some brake cleaner to get the grease off. Put the tire back on, lower down the car. And I'll just tighten these all up. Okay, so my friend did the other front brake so that I wouldn't have to, and also because it's a split purchase. And so now we're gonna work on rust repairs. As you can see, it's very rusty. I knocked off the back of the bumper that was hanging off, so now it just looks like that, which looks fine, I guess. And we're gonna start by grinding off all the rust. So one thing I forgot to mention is that this truck was a split purchase between me and my friend, so we're splitting it. Alright, so we've got all the rust ground off. When I ground off the rust, I found a lot of Bondo and body filler, and she had put like a little piece of rust repair tape over the cab corner there, so I just took that off, and I'll probably use fiberglass to cover that up. You can see there are a lot of holes in the body. Just look at that. This rear fender's not so bad, but still's in a little bit of trouble. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a two-tone paint color. I'm just gonna make it a two-tone paint color truck. So everything below this line here will be black, which they actually did on the older S10s from, I think, 94 to 97. They did two-tone paint colors, and I think it looks pretty cool. So I'll just make this a black and tan paint color truck. Okay, so you can see I've taped off the most of the truck for the two-tone paint job, covered up the chrome and stuff. I'm gonna start on this back wheel well here, and then just go to the front of the bed there. And then later I'll fill this in with putty or Bondo, then I'll paint all of this also. But we'll start with the rear of the bed. Yeah, I figure I'll also do the front bit up here too, just while I have the truck all washed down, because it's gonna get dirty fast again. And then I'll add the Bondo after it's all painted. Okay, the first coat is done. Check back tomorrow when it's all dry. All right, got all the holes covered up with sheet metal. Very thin, but no, it is not duct tape. And now I have painted over them. Looks pretty good. Once this all dries, I'll take off the paint and we can look at how this side looks. All right, so there's what this side looks like. It's pretty good. There's a little bit of overspray. I'll take care of that with a little sander. And here's the worst overspray here. Definitely need to sand that down. Unfortunately, this chrome piece kind of has some rust on it, so I need to polish this all up. But looks good from far. And there's what it looks like out in the sun. Pretty good. Watching the repairs on my $300 truck, guys. What we did in this video was replace the brake and paint it and get the rust all off. That's pretty much all there was to it. To stop the oil leak, all I did was I put a ton of Lucas stop leak in there, and it eventually worked, so not losing oil anymore. So yeah, I painted the back, the whole sides, everything, two-tone paint color. And yes, there's still overspray, but I'm not going to show me fixing that in this video because it's running a little bit long right now. The engine noise I'm not too concerned about. I think it's an exhaust leak in the engine. And I forgot to mention that I replaced all 4 brakes, just the front 2 rotors and pads, and then the back 2 just pads. And so it's not grinding anymore, it's totally quiet. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. I'm sorry I didn't get to record all 4 brake replacements, just one, because the other 3 either my friend did or I did with him, since this was a joint purchase. Looking to be selling this truck now. Thanks for watching this video.